The Ravens have a big decision ahead of them, and the cornerback sector is in the spotlight. After a 2024 season marked by flaws in the secondary, the team is looking for a bold solution to reinforce the position with an experienced veteran and a young talent via the draft. Rasul Douglas' name has emerged as a possible signing, despite doubts about fit and cost. But can this strategy really strengthen the defense? With salary cap challenges and a demanding tactical scheme, the Ravens need to get this move right. Let's analyze the details of this possible restructuring. Today we talk about a point of concern in the Baltimore Ravens defense, the cornerback sector. According to ESPN, the cornerback area was the biggest flaw in the 2024 season, and free agent Brandon Stevens' name has already been pointed out as the weak link in the secondary. To improve performance, the proposal is bold. The Ravens must double down on the sector, bringing in 2 new faces for the position. One suggestion is to invest in veteran Rasul Douglas, the current starter for the Buffalo Bills, who, despite a drop in performance in 2024, has the potential to resurface in 2025. Aaron Schatz pointed out that, although cornerback metrics are unstable from one season to the next, Douglas, who was one of the best in DVOA metrics in 2023, could return to high performance. But the idea doesn't stop there. The plan is to reinforce the position with a veteran and, at the same time, use one of the first picks in the draft to secure a young player with the potential to evolve and occupy a key position on defense. Now, let's get to the details. The strategy of doubling cornerbacks makes sense, especially with so many good receivers in the AFC. The idea is to have enough depth to deal with injuries and the high competitiveness of opposing offenses. However, there is a major obstacle: the salary cap situation. Rasul Douglas, for example, is projected to be worth about $11.9 million annually over 3 years, well above the $8.7 million in cap space the Ravens are expected to have available. In addition, the Ravens have some tough memories with Douglas. In the AFC divisional playoffs, his defense turned the tables on Baltimore, helping the Bills seal the win with a key play. Still, experts like Matt Bowen argue that Douglas's strengths, his sense of touch and zone coverage, can fit well into systems that allow for rotations and attacks in the third half of the field. But the challenge is that the Ravens generally prefer man-to-man coverage, which has been a factor in Stevens' erratic performance. To get around this impasse, the viable alternative seems to be the draft. Among the prospects, names like Siobhan Revel Jr. and Jody Barron stand out. Barron, for example, is seen as a high-level nickel corner, a role that has become essential in modern defenses. With the 27th pick in the draft, the Ravens could select one of these players to bolster the inside coverage, keeping Marlon Humphrey and Nate Wiggins on the outside. In short, the Ravens are facing an important strategic decision to correct last season's shortcomings. The attempt to double down on cornerbacks, bringing in a veteran like Rasul Douglas and securing young talent through the draft, is bold, but the challenges with the salary cap and the team's coverage style make this operation complicated. While the numbers and the painful memory against Douglas weigh in the balance, the opportunity to bolster the area with fresh and valuable options could be the difference the Ravens need to close the defensive gap. The draft route seems more viable, especially if names like Revel or Barron prove to be pieces that fit the team's game plan. So, fans, what do you think of this strategy? Is doubling cornerbacks the right move for the Ravens, or could this gamble backfire? Leave your comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the world of the NFL.